So now here we have already seen all reflexive relation, reflexive, symmetric, asymmetric, antisymmetric, everything. So now let's see transitive relation. Okay, so transitivity, everything I have told you, this is very important. We have in this mathematical logic we have already seen, and lots of and DVMs we will see 3NF and everything. We will see transitive dependency. For now, here focus here transitive relations. So now our relation R, this is our relation on a set A. This is our set, is said to be transitive if x is related to y and there's an AND case, y is related to z, then this has to be present. X is related to z, x related to y and y related to z, then first and last has to be present. X related to z has to be present for all x, y, z belongs to A. Okay, so now let's see R1. So this is, you can see this is just an empty set. If anything, then anything, nothing we have. If nothing is present, we can just leave it out. This is transitive relation. So yeah, it is correct. So now next is R2, 1 and 1. So this is a diagonal element. So A1 is related to 1, then 1 and 1 is related to something like this. So this is transitive. We don't have to see anything because I will show you why it is, why and all. Sorry. So this is just a diagonal element. 1 is related to 1 in any way, it will always be transitive. Okay, so sorry. So now next is R3, A, B and C, D. So nothing is related to nothing, like A, B. So B is not related to anything. Again C and D. D is not related to anything. So AND case is not there. So this is transitive. Okay, so because if anything like A, B and B, C would have present, then we have to take A, C also, but here it is nothing like this. Okay, so this is transitive. The AND case is not here used anyways. So now R4 is important here. Okay, let's see here, focus here. X, Y is present, then Y, Z is present. So there has to be X, Z, x related to y, y related to z are present, then x and y, x related to z has to be present, but this is not present here. So this is not transitive, this is absent. So this is not transitive because x related to y, this element are common, so this two has to be present in another element. Okay, so now next is R5, x related to y, y related to z, so this y is common, so then x and z has to be present. So this is transitive. So now let's see number 6. Number 6 is 1 and 2 is present, 1 related to 2 is present, then 2, 2. So you can think it's like this, 1, 2 is present, 2 is related to 2 is present, these two are common. Then we can take, if we take transitive closure of this 1, 2, again 1, 2 is coming. So these two are common, so this and this has to be present in another element. So 1, 2 is already present here. So once it is, because once it is present, you don't have to write again. So this is transitive. Okay, this is transitive. Next is this R7, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. So 1, 2 is present, this is common, so 1, 1 has to be present, so this is also present. Okay, so then it is true. So R8 is A cross A, so this is the whole, this is everything. Okay, so everything means n square is the cardinality, so everything is already present, so this is transitive. Okay, so the smallest is this, means nothing is present, and the highest is n square, everything is present, so this is transitive. Okay, so now we will move on to equivalence relations. So I hope you have understood transitive relations. Okay, so make a note of everything, and we will do questions after, once we are done with all the relations. Okay, so now this is our next equivalence relation. Okay, this is very important, try to understand properly and make a note of it properly. So okay, so equivalence relations are relation R on a set A is said to be an equivalence relation on A if R is. So now there are three conditions, it has to be reflexive, then symmetric, then transitive. If one of this is not possible, then the relation is not equivalence. All these three has to be possible in a single relation. Okay, then it will be equivalence. All this, let's, you can remember, it's like RST. Okay, so I used to remember like this. Okay, because I tend to forget this RST, like it has to be reflexive and symmetric and transitive, all and. Okay, so nothing odd. So these three have to be done in particular relation, in one relation, then only you can say that is our equivalence relation. So now let's check some transitive relations here. So let's say in A, this set A, B, C are present. Now let's say R1, this is the relation AA, BB, CC, all diagonal elements are present. So if a relation has to be reflexive, all the diagonal elements has to be present. So this is our smallest. So smallest will contain n. I mean, if let's say the cardinality of the set is n, the smallest will contain n, because all the diagonals, if you remember this, right, 1 1, I think you are habituated with this now, n, then 1 2 2 1, everything, total is n square, this part is n, this part is n square minus n. So the diagonal element are n, so the smallest one is n. Okay, so next, so transitive. Okay, so sorry, not transitive, I mean this is reflexive, and you can see this is symmetric because all the diagonal elements are present. So this is symmetric, and transitive we don't have to see anything because it's just the diagonal elements. AA is nothing related to other things, so transitive. So this is equivalence. So now let's, next is AA, BB, CC, all the minimum, I mean the reflexive ones has to be present. So this is our minimum. So AB is present, then BA is also present. So this is symmetric. So our reflexive was there, symmetric is happening because if AB is present, then BA has to be present. So this part is common. So now it can be written as AA. So AA is already present. So this is transitive. So total equivalence is possible. Okay. So now let's see next, R3, AA, BB, CC, these are diagonal elements already present, so it is reflexive. Now let's see if it is symmetric. B is related to C, C is related to B, so C is common, so B is related to B, it has to be present, so BB is already present. So okay, so this was our symmetric thing, B and B is related to C is present, then C is related to B has to be present. So this was symmetric. So now transitive, this is common, B is related to B has to be present, so this is transitive. So total is equivalence is possible. So now next, R4, AA, BB and CC, this is minimum, so this is our reflexive relation. Now next is A is related to C, then C related to A has to be present, so this is present, this is symmetric. Next, transitive, this is common, so A and A has to be present, so this is already present, so this is transitive. Total equivalence relation. Okay, so now next is, this is actually whole thing. Okay, A cross A, everything is present. These are the diagonal elements. A, B is present. Let's see B and A is present or not. Yes, like this we have to check for, like B is related to C, C is related to B has to be present, C is related to B, I haven't written it down, C, okay, I have written CA twice, so this is C, B and B is related to C, C is related to B, then A is related to C, C is related to A. So this is, it was reflexive and it is symmetric. And transitive, for transitivity, this AB, then check BA, so B is common, AA has to be present, so AA is already there. Next, B is related to C, C is related to B is present, so now C and C are common, so we have to take this B and B, so B and B already present. Again, next, AC, AC is present, CA has to be present, symmetric obviously, then this is common, you can take A and A has to be present, like this. Okay, so you can take it similarly like this also. If BA is present, BA is present, so AB has to be present. Okay, so the minimum, so this AA is common, so BB has to be present, like this. Anyway, you can, any order you can take. So this is transitive also. So total is equivalence is true. So the largest will be n square, the cardinality is largest. The smallest one was this. Okay, smallest is this. n and largest is n square, because smallest is not 0, because for reflexive relation these diagonal elements has to be present, so smallest will always be n. Okay, so like this. So we were we'll do questions, not today, tomorrow we'll do questions. So I hope you have watched all the videos in sequence, and if you have loved watching my videos, please do subscribe. Okay, and if you have any queries, you can always mail me. This is my mail ID. Okay, bosudeshna135@gmail.com. okay, so this is my mail ID. I will always put in description box also. If you have any further queries, I will reach out to you. You can text me on anything like Instagram, Telegram, LinkedIn, or WhatsApp messages, or please don't, just one thing, please don't message me on Facebook. Okay, so not yesterday, actually day before yesterday, I opened Facebook to text a classmate, college classmate, not classmate, he was in EC. So I opened it, so I found there are so many messages, but I couldn't find. Okay, there is some, they goes to spam or new user, something like that. So I am not very acquainted with Facebook. I don't really use Facebook, so please don't text me on Facebook. Okay, this is just, I'm just requesting you, please don't text me on Facebook. It will like, I'll never find out if you have texted me. So better mail me, LinkedIn, Instagram, Telegram, anywhere I will reply. So just not Facebook. Okay, so we will continue with questions. I hope you have watched all the videos in sequence. Another thing I am telling you again, in previous video I already told you. So if you are afraid because the syllabus is fast, so everyone is preparing the same syllabus, right? It's not all the burden are on you only. So everyone, whoever is preparing for GATE CAC, so GATE CS and IT, everyone is preparing the same syllabus. First thing, let me write it down. Everyone is preparing same syllabus. Everyone has got 24 hours only. Okay, so this two are same for everyone. So if you are facing some problem, so others are also facing the same problem, keep in mind. And if you are having 24 hours, others are also having 24 hours. It's not like that your timing is, your day, the whole day is 12 hours and others are getting 48 hours like this. The whole day is yours. So try to make efficient use of it. Don't just sit and study for like 14-15 hours now, and it will exhaust you. Just do it efficiently, take breaks and do efficiently, and this is it. Don't get depressed. So I'm telling you, so just by seeing some mathematics course syllabus, if you get depressed, it's nothing like that. Everyone is preparing the same syllabus only, not you. The whole even mathematics is common in all the streams, so everyone is preparing mathematics. Okay, so mathematics and this aptitude, do it in parallel, like 1 hour you give daily, so that everything will be in proper order. You don't have the burden to do everything at the last. Okay, so that's what I am telling you. So please go on and don't skip your preparation for like a week. Like I was feeling so low and I skipped, and then come and like, oh my god, I have skipped 1 week, what will I do? So don't do that. Properly prepared. Okay, so all this, and see you in next video. We will do questions. Okay, thank you for watching.